Dana Point is quickly becoming one of the most sought-after coastal communities in Southern California. From its roots in surfing, fishing, and ocean sports, to shaping the community through the people that call it home. Welcoming visitors who often become locals, Dana Point has become thoughtful in how it's moving forward to manage growth and development. Looking toward the future, the City Council is focused on both strategic planning efforts and through pursuing an update to the general plan.
Dana Point continues to flourish as a place to live and do business through thoughtful planning that supports economic development. The city's strategic planning priorities and ultimately our updated general plan will guide future projects to set the standard as a vibrant, world-class city.
Over 10 years ago, the Town Center's specific plan was adopted, showing how appropriate planning and land use can lead to a revitalized downtown area with new mixed-use properties such as Prado West, attracting both new residents and more small businesses to Dana Point. This new pedestrian-friendly area also hosts the popular Redo Market.
Redo Market was created in a collaboration with the City of Dana Point. So we created it together. And we have over 100 dealers that everything in their booth needs to be at least 40 years old. The vibe of Redo Market is a beach community. It's a gathering of the tribe. I've overheard things like this feels like a high school reunion. Everyone is so happy. Everyone is so nice. So it's just this great day to be with your friends and family on the street of Del Prado in this town that we love.
While the Lantern District is creating new, unique events and experiences, other properties in town, in collaboration with the city, are also looking to reinvent themselves to become attractive, welcoming, and accessible places for visitors.
The City Council is focused on fostering development and restoration of existing properties, which complement the city's history and local charm.
The Seaside Inn has been undergoing a transformation after having a receiver appointed at the city's request to address numerous nuisance conditions. New ownership is diligently working to restore this property in Capistrano Beach.
Danny and I started Artists Guild Hotels 3 or 4 years ago. Danny had a lot of hotel development experience. I had a lot of finance and acquisition experience, and we started looking at hotel transactions together.
I moved to Dana Point 5 years ago and saw this hotel was under disarray.
The city initiated a health and safety receivership to clean things up. And eventually it ended up in court and went through a sale process in the court. We ended up being able to purchase it. So the hotel is going to be 30 rooms. The inspiration and design idea is that's going to be sort of an elevated Spanish hacienda. And we really got inspired by a lot of the original Doheny homes.
We hope this project's a catalyst for this whole area, that we're the beginning of a shaping event that begins here and ends at the other side of PCH, where Dana Point ends.
Investment and development provide for new opportunities and funding streams to enhance art in public and private places. This gives the city an opportunity to honor Dana Point's past and promote our unique culture.
The South Cove development by Zephyr provided an opportunity to create a new entrance to Dana Point, celebrating the start of Highway 1 and creating a plaza dedicated to Dana Point surfing industry legends.
My career has been a fantastic ride. When I was growing up and surfing in Dana Point in the early 60s, it was a magical place and a magical time. The surfing world was based here. It was all the important people, the movers and shakers in surfing and surfing culture were located in Dana Point, California. I think as being a trendsetter and a groundbreaker, the first woman to surf Pipeline, the surf woman with a signature surfboard model, the Hobie Joyce Hoffman, the first woman to have a life-size bronze statue in the world as far as we know, the first woman lifeguard on the ocean in California, if not the United States. I would have never dreamed in my life that I'd have a statue. So I think it's really wonderful that Dana Point has taken this direction and is using their art to tell the stories of the history of Dana Point, the culture, and the people that made it possible.
Joyce isn't only featured in Waterman's Plaza. A new piece of art in Doheny Village features her and several of the city's notable figures.
My name is Jean-Pierre Vansois, alias The Fly. I create boards for customers and friends and family. I love it. I've been doing this since early 60s. What I love about coming down to my shop is I never know what's going to happen. Every day is a surprise. Well, the city is growing. So I like what they're doing to the city for arts, and they're thinking about the community. They're talking to people, finding their views. That's a good sign because they want to know feedback.
Arts and culture are not the only ways Dana Point is enriching the community. Local partnerships have become a cornerstone of what sets Dana Point apart from other cities.
Dana Point collaborates with the community to enrich the lives of its residents. Don Hansen founded Dana Wharf Whale Watching and Sports Fishing and the Festival of Whales, which celebrated its 51st anniversary this year. His legacy continues through his daughter, Donna.
When my father started the business in 1971, it was all about community, and he made sure the first thing that he did was join the Chamber of Commerce, and that was key to his success. He got involved in the community from the very beginning, and he always gave back to the community. My dad helped to start the Merchants Association here in the harbor, and he made sure that he checked in with all the merchants on how they were doing, get a pulse on their business, and he really tried to be a sounding board. And that's kind of how I am trying to carry on his legacy. The Don Hansen Memorial sign that the city installed this year gives me great pride. Many of us that drive to work, we see that sign every single day. So we're also very excited to learn that the plaza right in front of Dana Wharf Sport Fishing and Whale Watching is now going to be called the Hansen Plaza.
From legacy businesses like Dana Wharf Sport Fishing and Whale Watching to new startups like Doheny Bike, Dana Point's businesses give back and look for meaningful ways to build community.
Doheny Bike is an electric bike company that specializes in folding bikes that you can take anywhere. Being the owner of Doheny Bike has allowed me access to be a member at the Chamber of Commerce to help other small businesses, and we've also been able to give back and give toys at holiday events and provide additional helmet safety to the kids through the youth board. I think the City Council for Dana Point is awesome and super business friendly, and allows for businesses like mine to provide community services and want to be invested.
Like Doheny Bike, the local business community and the city work together with notable nonprofit organizations to provide support to families in town who are most vulnerable.
Orange County United Way is a separate 501c3, and we serve the people of Orange County. And we like to think of ourselves as breaking barriers and improving lives for all of the citizens here. In Bark Point here out of RH Dana, we've supported 100 families in our first pilot year, which was pretty extraordinary. These families that we're helping out of RH Dana, they're all hardworking families. They want to be successful. They want their children to have a better life. It was important for Orange County United Way to bring the community together around this program, and we couldn't have asked for a better partner than the City of Dana Point.
In Dana Point, community partnerships would not be possible without the strong leadership of the City Council. The city promotes a healthy and growing economy through investment, development, and arts and culture. By providing local experiences, amenities, and resources, Dana Point is rapidly becoming the premier coastal community in Southern California.
I am carrying on my dad's legacy by introducing people to the wonderful world that we have outside this harbor. So the whales, the dolphins, responsible sport fishing, all the things that he loved.
The art culture that comes from this town is really, again, anchored in the ocean. You talk about people like John Severson, who started Surfer Magazine, Bruce Brown, who filmed arguably the most important surf film, Endless Summer. Those are all anchored in and around the ocean because they were participants. So they just shared what they knew. Fast forward to today, that's still the heartbeat of this town. It's all connected to the ocean. Whether it's the marina, you're a boater, you're a fisherman, you're a surfer.
So Dana Point holds a special spot in my heart. I've been around the world to all the best surfing spots in the world, and yet I always come back here.
I feel like we're shaping the future here in Dana Point by bringing awareness to the needs that are in our community and also collaborating together to improve the conditions and help more people be successful in our beautiful community.
Dana Point is one of the most amazing places on earth, and many people don't know how amazing it is. Living here, growing up here, I want to retire here. I want to run my businesses here, and I want to be a part of the community.
We feel like this location is one of the greatest locations on planet Earth. The best weather, great beach access, great people. So we're excited to be here, working and trying to create a situation where you can say you are here, you're in Dana, you're in Capistrano Beach.
My hope is that when someone comes here and experiences the hotel, instead of feeling like the hotel shaped the community, that they feel like the inverse happened, that the community actually shaped the hotel.
Keep the stoke until you croak, and the way it is, don't lose that, ever.